Okay, on this tutorial we are going to modify the flange, and we're going to go from the textbook, cover the material in the textbook from page 25 to page 29. Here's page 25. This is page 26. You can review that for a second. Page 27. You can review that for a second. And then we'll look at page 28. And then the last page we will look at will be page number 29, which will be that one right there. Okay? Take a look at those, and we'll start actually modifying in just a second. Okay, now what we're going to do now is we're going to actually edit this sketch, and you'll notice the textbook tells you if you right click this that edit sketch thing's going to come up. Well, it doesn't. Okay, so what we need to do here is we need to make sure first of all that we are in the sketch tab. Then we will click a surface, and you'll notice this pop up when we left click this with the surface with the mouse. This right here comes up, this edit sketch. Well, that's where we're going to gain access to editing the sketch, and the screen that you see pops up. And let's say we want to edit this dimension here. We will highlight it, double click it, and we can change it over here. Let's say we're going to change it to 7.5. Then we will click OK, and it changes it to 7.5. Now if we want to save that dimension, we will click on this icon right here, and it saves that dimension. And this part here now has the new diameter that we just modified. Okay. Now then, if we go over here and we double click on this particular part, it may be different on yours, but the Boss Extrude 2, if we double click on that, then it also shows us the dimension here and the dimension here. Well, let's say we want to change that back to the 5.5. So we click on that, we delete that, we put 5 there, we click on the check mark, and then we should be finished. Okay, after we do that, what we're going to do now is this feature right here, we'll double click it quickly, and it should, there we go, show the dimensions. And we're going to change, we double click back on that, and we're going to change that back to 5.5. Okay. We click the OK button, and then when we're finished with that, we can click the rebuild tool up here, the little stoplight, and that puts it back just like it was before. Okay, what we're going to do now is set the draft, okay, and that just means a taper of a particular hole, so that it wedges, so you can wedge it on a shaft. So what we're going to do here is we're going to select this, and you'll see how it highlights that particular feature. The next thing we're going to do here is we right click that, and then we put edit feature, and let's see, we're going to have to reveal some of the, okay, I'll pause here and figure this out. Hang on. Okay, make sure this is up to next. Make sure we click merge result. Then you highlight this little icon right here, and that's where you put your 3 degrees. Okay, and you enter that, and you click your green button, and this gives a draft right here, or a 3 degrees taper.